probably know the dirty dozen for organic produce, but do you know the big 4 microplastic exposures in your home?
Microplastics is a human health threat.
Levels of microplastics in our brains.
Microplastics and nanoplastics are invisible invaders.
Microplastics have been detected in human blood,
Microplastics.
Microplastics.
It's not like we haven't been talking about the dangers of microplastics here since 2017. I'm Lindsay, founder of Bite. I spent the past 10 years eliminating plastic from our daily routine, and I've gone deep on this, professionally, personally, and obsessively. I've dug into every product category, figuring out what were the biggest contributors to microplastics on an everyday basis. Because here's the thing, it's not obvious where it comes from. Just like organics have the dirty dozen, microplastics have the big 4. And they are: 1, water. Everyone knows plastic water bottles are bad, but here's what people don't know. BPA-free doesn't mean safe. They just swapped one chemical for another. The plastic is still leaching, and it's not something you want to store your water in. Home tap water can have things like PFAS and microplastics in it, so I'd recommend getting a reverse osmosis water system to filter your water at home. There are filters that get both PFAS and microplastics out, but I use this one. It's called Bluva. I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get a kickback in any way. This was just the one that I felt most comfortable with the research. It also fits on a countertop in a really easy way. I always use, of course, a glass or a stainless steel water bottle when I'm out, and I try to drink reverse osmosis water as often as I can. This is the water that we use to cook with and drink, and we only use our untreated tap water to refill the osmosis tank and wash dishes. 2, cookware and food storage. We're not going to get into the microplastics of food right now because that could be an entirely different video. There is a ton of microplastics in food, and there's a huge variation in what you're eating and where you're getting it from. The big 4 that we're going to talk about today are the ones that are actually in your home. So cookware and food storage is a big one. Plastic containers plus heat is one of the worst combinations for microplastics.
You never put plastic in a microwave. You don't want to mix these chemicals and your food, but if you do, the worst thing is to do it in a heated environment.
This also happens depending on what kind of cookware you're using. Non-stick Teflon coated cookware can expose you to PFAS and microplastics, so you want to switch something out to either a stainless steel or ceramic coated. Stainless steel is probably the easiest. It's dishwasher safe, but there is a little bit of a learning curve, and already that's enough for me in the kitchen. So we went with a ceramic set and then glass storage containers for our leftovers. We have both plastic and bamboo lids. I know that our lids probably shed some microplastics into our food. Sometimes they're just more practical than the bamboo lids. And the way that I think about it is trying to get rid of not every single thing. It's impossible to have 0 exposures to microplastics. I want to be able to switch things out in my life that are the easiest to do with the biggest impact. And then when there's some things that are just exceptionally convenient, like having those lock lids on food storage containers, dealing with the exposure that you're going to have in that case. The third is personal care. And this one's obviously very personal to me, but it's something that you're using every single day, most of the time, multiple times a day.